Bless you haters. I did one movie, need a respirator. They tryna sponsor me before the beta. Yeah. Top 100 below me, check the data. Run to the flat. I know that you thought it was open. Now you a pack. I'm #1 in the world. Just look at my stats. Everybody try to take my #1 spot. Better get back. Better get back. You can't stop me, I'm the man. They mad cause I'm the #1 player in the land. They tryna copy what I'm doing, nigga, by the plan. Don't hit me up if you ain't talking rats, cause I'm not playing. Real fat. Better get back. Heard you thought it was over. End of the day, I'm #1 in the world. Better get back. Better get back.
Alright, man, so following up the Cam Newton video, I knew we were going to have some people that was very upset. You know what I'm saying? So, for the people who've been watching me for a while, y'all already know this information, but let me just explain real quick, right? So, I'm ranked #1 in the world. I grind the leaderboard. I grind the leaderboard with LSU, right? Vinny grinds the leaderboard with Georgia. You know, this guy used Texas. All these guys that are in the top of the leaderboard are grinding with one main team in particular to try to keep their record good and try to grind the leaderboard and have a good rank. Now, for those who don't know, I do play with other teams on my other channel, which is Blackreign 4.2. So it's not like all you can do is play with LSU. No, I actually do play with other teams. But if you catch me on this Blackreign 4 account, you will catch me grinding with LSU because I am trying to use the best team, in my opinion, that gives me the best chance of winning. To me, that's LSU because I like their playbook. To Vinny, that's Georgia. He likes Georgia style in their playbook. So it's like whichever you like, that's who you play with. Now, I'm gonna do a challenge, which is I usually don't do, which is I really don't care to do. I don't have to explain anything or try to prove anything to anybody, but let's have a little fun, man. So for the people, you know, who think I can't play with random teams or whatever the case may be, let's do a little challenge. Now, for the ones who've been watching me for a while, y'all know I went through this last year. I played with Alabama last year, but I did do a series on this channel. I played with I literally played with every single team last year. Literally every single team. On this channel, if you just scroll down past the Madden, not the Madden, but the College 26 videos, you'll see the College 25 videos where I literally play with a different team every single day. But for the new people, y'all don't know that. So let me introduce you, man. So this right here is my college playoffs. This is the playoff game, and I'm gonna use a tier 5 team. Let's go with you know, Ball State maybe. I'm guessing they're the worst team on the game, 68 overall. Kent State. Let's just make it interesting, man. You know, and this is no disrespect to Cam or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? This is just a challenge. Let's just look at it as a challenge, a simple challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because people seem to think, oh, just because you're ranked, you're only ranked #1 because you only play with LSU, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's true if I'm grinding the leaderboard, if I'm trying to keep my #1 rank. My question to y'all is, if you're trying to be the best player that you can be personally, not what he say, what she say, or they say, or Carlos says, or John says, if you're trying to be your best self, why not find you one team in particular and grind with that team? Why not find a team that best fits your play style and scheme and rock out with them? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Because I'm seeing comments on the Cam and me video. I only see you play with Bama in 25 and LSU in 26, both meta. Meanwhile, other guys like Mays play with different teams. You know, I really wonder what you would be without the glitch stuff. So we're going to take Ball State versus Penn State and go out here and see if we can win ourselves a game. You know what I'm saying? So, because, hear me out, it's not like me and Cam was like, hey, bro, let's set up a game, bro. And then I came out with LSU, and he was like, I'm going to rock out with Oklahoma. Nah, it wasn't like that. He called me while I was searching. He was searching. We both was happened to be live streamed, and bam. We happened to match up, and we played. It's not like we set it up, and he was like, yo, bro, pick a team. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm only going to use LSU. Nah, it was nothing like that. It's nothing like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So, Cam was complaining about how much speed I had. Let's see how much speed we got with Ball State. Okay, 87 speed quarterback, 75 overall. Yeah, 88, cool, you know. Now, what made it easier last game was the fact that, well, College 25 was the fact that no stadium post. But this is cool too because it's a playoff game, so I have no stadium post. I'm not away. But yeah, I don't have a single DB or receiver over the speed of 90 speed. I don't have a single player on my team over 90 speed. So, and I'm playing versus what the pros call one of the best teams on the game. And y'all know I'm never the type to have to prove a point to anybody. You know, I got people saying, well, if you're so damn good, why don't you go and play pro? I've been creating content, you know. This is my 6th year creating content. I never looked at this as a, hey, I want to be the best player in the world. Even when you're ranked number 1 on the leaderboard, that's not saying, hey, I'm the best player in the world. That's not what it's saying. That means that I win the most percentage of my games and I'm grinding the hardest. That's what it means. I am grinding the hardest, I'm playing a lot, and I'm winning a lot. Because, with that being said, I can show you the leaderboard. There's guys that have played more games than me, and they're not ranked number 1. You know what I'm saying? So, that's not the case as far as, oh, you just play the most. Nah, there's guys that played more than me, but I'm just winning a lot too. You know, so there are different ways you can look at it. At the end of the day, you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can't please everybody. So, you know, it is what it is. But I wanted to make this video right here because I want some comments down below. I want to see, you know, what guys will say after this video. Win, lose, or draw. You know, I'm curious on what the talk will be. Very, very curious. It's great defense. Come on. Great defense. And like I say, this is me just casually having fun, man. You know, I do play with other teams on my other account. You know, this is kind of the same type of content I make. I do random teams, and I search, and then when I find the team that I'm playing with, I just lock in and I just play. You know, obviously, if we're being obviously it's going to be easier to play with a higher tier team. Obviously, you know, that's very obvious. There's tier 5 and a tier 1 for a reason. Obviously, the tier 1 teams are your better teams. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why people would want to see you play with a shitty team. Like, what do we have in a D5, a D3 chess match? Like, when has anybody ever, you know, played 2K, whatever the case may be, and said let's get the 2 shittiest teams and let's have a dogfight? My question is, when has anybody ever done that? Let's go get the 2 shittiest teams and let's see who can win with the most shittiest teams. Who has ever done that? Why would you do that? Let's get the shittiest teams. Let's get the shittiest teams and let's go have a shit off. It sounds crazy. Like what? 4th and 36, that's what we're doing. Okay, cool. 4th and 36, that's what we're doing. And we have a quit. I don't know what that was about, but let's run it back with Ball State once again. Tired of losing? Here at Rain Game Picks, the focus is doing research and finding the safest picks to ensure wins. If you can copy and paste, you can make money. All of my team bets are being placed on fullstarsportsbook.com. There are a sportsbook that you can use in all 50 states. To get an account created, message them Rain4 on Instagram, and they will create you an account and give you a 100% deposit match with free play. So if you deposit 100, you get a free $100. Join the VIP membership and copy the same bets as me every single day. If you're just interested in player props and prize picks is available in your state, for new users, use code RAIN4 and play $5 and instantly get a free $50. Join the VIP membership for just prize picks or the VIP Elites membership for player props and team bets. If prize picks isn't available in your state, you can use fullstarsportsbook.com for player props as well. Once again, here at Rain Game Picks, the focus is doing research to find the safest picks and winning as a team. Alright, we got Michigan State in the national championship, right? The problem with the internet is you cannot please everybody. No matter what you try to do, no matter what happens, you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm playing with Ball State, the worst team on the game. They matched me up with a random. And at the end of the day, if I whoop this guy, they're going to say the guy you played wasn't good. You know, so the expectations is for me to go and get a lower tier team versus a pro or something like that and beat a pro with a lower tier team. And then if I beat a pro with a lower tier team, they're gonna go and tell that pro, the other guy, you're not that good. You know what I'm saying? You lost to such and such and he had such and such. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell me, well, you only beat him, you couldn't beat such and such and such and such. You feel me? It's always gonna go on and on. Nobody's ever gonna accept the fact that, like, okay, cool, like, damn, maybe this guy can play, you know? And if they do accept it, they're not gonna tell you that. If at first they're a hater, you know, or at first they don't accept the fact that you're actually good, you know, if they don't accept it at first, when you prove to them that you can do it, they'll never come back and say, you know what, bro, you proved me right, bro. Or you proved me wrong, bro. At first, I thought you could only play with one team, and now you show me that you can play with different teams, and you know what? You're right. Nobody has in today's world, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about that in the chat today. This generation is fried. The only thing this generation care about is hate. You know what I'm saying? If you congratulate somebody, or if you show somebody that, hey, bro, like, hey, I respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give somebody a compliment in today's society, it's called, what they tell me it was called? Bro, when the word comes to me, I promise you I'm gonna let y'all know what it's called. I just can't think of it right now because it's a word I don't use. It's a word I literally don't use. Short, thank you. I'm pretty sure y'all will think of the word before I do, because like I said, I don't use the word. I'm from a generation where, like, congratulating somebody is key. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's showing, like, appreciation for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all will think of it before I do. But you know, now let's say for an example, right? Let's say for an example, me and Cam, let's say me and Cam do set up a team, set up a game, and then we do play, you know. And we're sitting there playing with the lower tier teams, right? We're playing with the lower tier teams, and I beat Cam. Then it's gonna be, all right, cool, bro. That's Cam Newton, bro. He doesn't play the game for real. He's just a, you know what I'm saying? Go try that on. It's gonna be go try that on the pros. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. It'll always be something. Bro, where is this motherfucker throwing the ball to? And that's the thing. We're playing with these lower teams. Like I was saying earlier, like the first comeback route I threw, it was so wide open, bro, and we just threw a bad ball. But that's what you're gonna get when you playing with these lower tier teams. Another comeback route. Where's he throwing the ball to? Why is it so high? You know what I'm saying? But hey, no excuses. This is what y'all asked me for. I can't make no excuses because I chose this team right here. I knew what I was setting myself up with. You know what I'm saying? Just like when y'all be playing with these lower tier teams and trying to act like y'all don't know what the situation is. Hey, bro, you knew what you signed up for when you signed up for. When you clicked search and you picked your team, you knew you had a chance to match up with LSU, Penn State, Georgia, Ohio State. So don't come out there with some Ball State bullshit. Don't come out there with some Oklahoma bullshit when you know you got a chance of matching up with LSU. Don't get mad at the other person for using a good team. Get mad at yourself for not using a good team. You mad at somebody for picking a team that they want to play with to win. And you came out there with a bullshit ass team. Like make that make sense. How you mad at me for picking a team to win? And you came out there with some bullshit. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. My goal is to win. No matter how, at the end of the day, when you jump into a game, what are you trying to do? You're trying to win. Whether you're trying to lab up some shit, whether you're trying to get better, the end goal is to win. So why not choose a team that gives you the best chances of winning? That right there will forever like be the main question. Like if y'all are trying to play for fun, then why are you playing on a ranked leaderboard for fun? This is for ranking. This is a national ranking leaderboard. It's national. It's a national. When motherfucker in China, Africa click on the game, when they see that leaderboard, it's national. If you want to play for fun, if you want to, I want to prove that I can play with a lower tier team. Go play your friend, bro. Go load up with little Johnny. You know what I'm saying? Play the computer. If you want to play and try, I want to try that team right there. Go play the computer. You know what I'm saying? People get mad at you for getting on a national leaderboard and playing with a good team. What is wrong with this generation? I probably could have picked that. I wanted to tackle. This is what happens when you play with shitty teams. That's what people want to see. I want to see bad throws. I want to see dropped passes, easily dropped passes. This is what happens when you play with bad teams. You get shit like this happen. You know what I'm saying? Shit like this happens when you play with bad teams. You know what I'm saying? If I throw the ball to that shit, I want to catch it. You feel me? But this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new to me. This is very easy to do for me. Play with random teams and see if I can go out there and get a win. It's easy for me, bro. I've done it before. I've done it in the past. You know, I've done it in Madden. But each year, we got new people that's on the channel and they just don't understand it. Like, I can play, bro. I played college football. I went to a national championship. You know, I've played ball, bro. It's not rocket science to me. It's actually pretty easy. But that's what people want to see when you play with bad teams. Make it happen, bro. No matter what, make it work. I just threw it to a wide open receiver and he just overthrew it. But that's what y'all want to happen. Make it work, bro. It didn't work right there. Cool. We want you to make it work with a shitty team. Like, is that not ass? Routine pass right there. Another high pass. Is that not terrible? Why do I want to play with a 68 overall team to prove that I can win, when I can play with a good team and prove that I can actually win? Like, it's crazy. Another bad ball. It actually makes me upset that this is the standard to prove that you can play. Go get a shitty team and win. This the standard? To prove that you're actually good? Not reading defenses and not calling out plays and shit like that, but playing with a shitty team proves you're good? If y'all want to see more content like this, subscribe to the other channel, bro, because this is easy.
Hey, Blackreign, yeah,